Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at number 3 in the tutorial of the Scarr cookbook for Bazille. So we'll go straight over to the cookbook and take a look. It says here, bit crusher. Oscillator 1 is severely quantized. The amount is set to only 2. The rhythm is LFO1's triangle wave amplitude modulating oscillator 1. Disable that by removing the red cable. Play a low note and turn oscillator 1 volume very slowly upwards from 0 to 100. Watch the oscilloscope. The sound first appears at 25. The first quantization level is reached. That becomes brighter above 75, the second quantization level. Repeat with quantizer set to 1, and then 3, and then 4 instead of 2, noting the volume levels at which the bit thresholds are reached. While we're still taking a look at this, we'll look at these different waves. See here, this sine wave here has no quantization in it because it hasn't reached that 25 point on the volume, so it's not even making a sound. The quantization happens when we reached the first quantization, and that happens at 25, and then it increases up until we hit the peak goes above 0.75 or 75, which is right here, and then we get 2 bits or two sections of quantization, if that makes sense. So we'll go take a look at that. Okay, we'll just press a key and let's say middle C. And that pulsing is coming from the LFO1, and he's asked us to remove that. Okay, just there we go. So now we don't have any sound at all. And he's asked us to push a low key, and that's probably just to get the oscilloscope to stay still. So the reason we don't have any sound is that the volume is below or right at 25. As soon as we go above that, see up here in this corner with the screen here, you can see it's 26. That's when we get our first. That's when we get our first sound. And as we go up, you can see that widening out. And then as we approach 75, you'll see another section come in. And there's that second section. So with that, he's asked us to experiment around and go to the quantizer, which is over here to the left, and increase that to, well, for now we'll go up to 3 and see what that does. You'll notice at that time, since we have 3 now, it also reaches a point at 50 where it introduces the second quantization. And then as we go back over here, and we'll raise that up to 4, we'll do that again, start from 0. You can see now we're coming in at 14 instead of 25. We've got to change it 38. Another one at 65. And you can also see in the waveform we have more of a sine wave look to it. It's just got little steps in it. So let's take that down to 1, which he asked us to do. As we come up in our volume, and that kicks in at 50. And that one widens out all the way up to 100, but it doesn't introduce another step to it. And that's it for this one. I think he wanted to show us how we can use that particular function to manipulate the waveforms, and then using the volume as ways to turn that, reach threshold points to manipulate the wave itself. I'm sure there's other uses for that, and maybe we'll get into that as it moves on. But anyway, that was a quick one. Hope you guys enjoy. Have a great weekend. See you soon.